Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I want to do a Bulldog Reports. 10 topics. Topic number 1. Down there at the southern border of this country, we just busted 11 Iranians with bad intent coming across the border. Can you imagine what came in this country under the Obama-Biden administration? What Trump kept out and what the Biden-Harris administration is going to let in? And it's not lost on me. I thought about this last night. Hit me like a ton of bricks. Folks, we have a fence and the National Guard guarding the U.S. Capitol needlessly at $500 million so far. But we're going to let our border, illegal immigrants, people with bad intent, come in. We've stopped constructing that wall. Is that not Exhibit A of some more swamp stupidity? We're going to build a fence around the Capitol, which it doesn't need. And at the same time, illegals can come on in. It is sickening. Topic number 2, Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden, $2 million advance to write a book called Beautiful Things. And let me tell you what old Hunter and Joe try to play. They try to play the pity game. He had a drug problem and he beat it. That should be applauded. We should be grateful that he beat that. Number 1, Puke City. Number 2, do you think Hunter Biden's beaten anything? And we're supposed to forget about his Ukrainian deals and his China deals and Joe doing a quid pro quo to protect him from a prosecutor in Ukraine? I mean, it's just puke-worthy. You can't make this up. And he's going to sell art. It's just disgusting. Tom Brady, a USA Day. You know what? I used to not like Tom Brady because he's too perfect. Now I embrace him. I'm rooting for Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm a Tom Brady fan. He's a good guy. What's Tom Brady ever do wrong? You know, that Deflategate was a bunch of overblown baloney. I'm going to tell you something. A reporter from USA Today says Tom Brady has had an undeserved pass, white privilege. Are you kidding me? They make it all about race, don't they? All about race. Black Lives Matter and that movement has done more, along with the Biden and Obama-Biden administration, to make race relations in this country worse than ever. I was thinking last night, you know, what makes America not everything they do increases racism. People like you and I that just call everything as we see in black, white, or indifferent, that's what average Joe Americans, how we roll. We don't see race. They see race in everything. $500 million, you hear about this? Obama's museum, his Hall of Fame, his memorial, his big old library, the Obama Library. $500 million. Folks, I can't fathom it. By the way, apparently there's a lot of people in Chicago who's not happy about it. Where it is, what it is. But come on, $500 million. Just think of all the guys in the hood, Barack. You could have helped with that kind of money. AOC, this story keeps getting better and better. Good Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC. How about this story? She acts like her life was in danger. Folks, I want to tell you something. That was a bunch of over-talking, crazy people, the few people who were there. There wasn't one serious threat of anybody getting hurt. Those guys talk all big to their buddies, you know. AOC, she may not have ever been in her office like she said, according to Congresswoman Mace. Isn't this going to be great if we find out that AOC lied? But of course, the press won't say anything about it, but it's going to be fun to see if AOC is now busted. Weaver, you hear about this guy? He's connected to Kasich, one of the founders of the Lincoln Project. doing bad, bad, bad stuff relative to women, and all his partners that helped find the Lincoln Project. You know what? It really peeves me off that they invoke the name of Lincoln with that project. But it's just sickening. Some more pedophilia, women abusing things. By the way, why do the Democrats vote for these people? They do more shameful things to women. I will guarantee you, that these liberal Democrats are the predominant abusers. I have no empirical evidence of that, being candid. Warren Buffett, good old Warren, he doesn't care who the president is. I can't stand Warren Buffett because his company, Berkshire Hathaway, owns Medical Protective, the insurer of Durrani. I want to tell you about this guy. He controls the railroads. He controls the railroads that will benefit from the cancellation of the Keystone Pipeline. It's going to be triple the freight. Buffett's railroad versus pipeline. Triple the amount that's going to cost. Good old Warren Buffett. By the way, I truly believe Warren Buffett's a big phony. I do. Sorry, but I do. Solwell versus Green. I've been waiting to comment on this. You've got the Democrats stripping, and with a few Republicans, stripping Marjorie Greene from her committees. And yet, for what? Some old statements about QAnon, which she rebuked. Statements. You got Solwell having an intern and playing Bang Bang with Fang Fang, and he's still on the Intelligence Committee. Next one, Schumer Trump. Trump had a rally. He didn't tell him to do anything. Chuck Schumer went after the U.S. Supreme Court and freaking actually encouraged it. They're banging on the door of the Supreme Court, one of the branches of our government. Nothing. Why isn't Chuck Schumer being impeached? Why isn't he? You got Maxine Waters telling him to go out to restaurants and harass the hell out of them. It's unbelievable. The double standard, hypocritical crap. Of course, you and I see it and know it. And last but not least, I don't know if anybody's talking about this. Remember the big allegation against Trump and his transition team? Oh my God, he's talking to Russian defense ministers. He's talking to Russian ambassadors during the transition. Like, I was sitting there thinking, well, why wouldn't they? I mean, there hasn't been one story, one question asked of Joe Biden and his team. Hey, from the election in November until January 20th, did you or any of your staff talk to any foreign leaders? Oh, did you? Remember, that was a big old bad dude. Did you talk to foreign leaders? Nobody's asked them the question. There's not been one story about it. How come it's such a big deal that the Trump people were speaking to members of other countries, leaders of other countries, during the transition? Oh, well, what about Joe Biden and his team? Nobody's even asked them. This is the Bulldog. I'm exhausted from doing this. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.